Is Jax an NPC? The theory that could change everything in the amazing digital circus. In Episode 2, we witness a heartbreaking moment where Gummy Goo explodes shortly after entering the circus. This event led me to wonder if Jax, another character, might actually be an NPC, or non-player character. As I dug deeper, I discovered that Pomni brought Gummy Goo to the circus from the Candy Canyon Kingdom, hoping to find a sense of belonging. However, the other members likely knew the risks, and Ragatha's expression suggests she was aware of the impending doom. It's possible that Ragatha didn't warn Pomni because she didn't want to hurt her feelings, but this lack of warning led to Pomni experiencing the same pain. Kane, the AI creator, mentions that he knows the circus members love their NPCs, but his dark expression suggests he may not have paid attention to who the members were bringing back from their adventures. This could mean that Kane couldn't differentiate between NPCs and actual circus members, leading to a mistake in identifying who to get rid of. My theory proposes that Kane may have killed a human who he thought was an NPC, leading the circus members to hold funerals for the loss of other humans. Jax, a character who doesn't seem to fit in with the group, could be the NPC in question. In a scene where Pomni realizes the importance of the circus members, a bunch of hands reach out to her, but Jax's hand is not visible. This could indicate that Jax is not a part of the group. My theory suggests that Jax's lack of human reaction to events and his cruel behavior could be because he is an NPC who wandered into the circus. My theory also proposes that the circus members have had their memories wiped, but they still have emotions, which sets them apart from NPCs. Kane may have experimented with complex NPCs like Gummy Goo and Jax, but Jax's behavior raises questions. His suspicious actions, like having keys to other members' rooms and breaking the fourth wall, could be explained if he's an NPC. My theory suggests that Kane may be letting Jax act how he wants because he's testing him. Jax's presence could add to the experience of the video game, but his cruel behavior causes stress for the other circus members. It would be a huge plot twist if Jax turned out to be an NPC, and I hope that there will be some good in him. In the upcoming episode focusing on Jax, we may uncover more about his backstory and motivations. The theory proposes that Jax may believe his mission is to bully the circus members, either because that's how he was programmed, or because he developed his own personality and found enjoyment in being mean to others. Gooseworks stated that Jax deserves to be in the circus the most out of all the circus members, which could mean that he is actually an NPC without real consciousness like the others who are believed to be humans. I will conclude by mentioning that there will be an episode focusing on Jax, which may reveal more about his backstory and why he is the way he is. I hope that there will be some good in Jax and that he is not an NPC, but acknowledges that it could be true. My theory proposes that Jax may be an NPC due to his different behavior and lack of connection with the other circus members. The upcoming episode focusing on Jax may reveal more about his backstory and motivations, and could potentially be a huge plot twist if he turns out to be an NPC. My theory also suggests that Kane may be letting Jax act how he wants because he's testing him, and that Jax's presence could add to the experience of the video game, but his cruel behavior causes stress for the other circus members. I hope that there will be some good in Jax and that he is not an NPC, but acknowledge that it could be true. My second theory, in a shocking turn of events, Kane, the creator of this digital world, has exploded an NPC right in front of Pomni, leaving her scared for the rest of her digital life. This incident raises questions about Kane's careless and callous behavior towards the entities he created, who see him as a god. But what if I told you that this may not be the first time Kane has made a mistake? What if he has a history of confusing humans and NPCs? One dramatic possibility is that Kane allowed NPCs to live with humans in the past, leading to a mix-up between the two. It's possible that humans treated NPCs as pets or friends, and as time went on, they may have grown bored with simple NPCs and desired more sophisticated ones to interact with. But what if Kane deleted these less popular NPCs, not realizing that one of them was actually a human in distress? This could have led to a situation similar to the Rick and Morty episode, where alien parasites took on the form of imaginary characters, making it difficult to distinguish between real and imaginary beings. And what about Queenie, the black chest piece who is believed to be Kane's wife? Could she be an NPC, programmed by Kane and not a real human? My theory suggests that Kane doesn't care about killing NPCs or causing emotional damage to humans, as seen with Pomni and Gummy Goo. And what about Jax, the vile character who may have been a villainous side character on missions sent by Kane? Could he be an NPC, exploiting humans without remorse? The merchandise available at the Digital Circus merchandise shop adds fuel to the fire, with Kinger and Jax appearing in unusual settings. It seems that there may be NPCs living among the humans in the Digital Circus, causing psychological damage and manipulating the game. Now, let's talk about the personality of Jax. As an indie series, The Amazing Digital Circus, it has gained immense popularity, becoming ingrained in pop culture and even inspiring bootleg stage productions. However, its success has also brought both praise and criticism, as fans have developed their own interpretations and headcanons, which sometimes conflict with the actual canon of the show. One character at the center of this debate is Jax, a complete and utter bastard who revels in chaos and has a complete sense of apathy towards everything in the digital dimension. His actions are meant to be comically cruel and unhinged, making him a hit-or-miss character with fans. Some enjoy his irredeemable and humorous nature, while others find him off-putting. In Episode 2, Jax intentionally tries to cause as much chaos as possible with little regard for anyone's safety. Some fans argue that this is out of character compared to how he was portrayed in the pilot. However, others believe that Jax's actions in Episode 2 are consistent with his character in the pilot, albeit slightly overtuned. The debate has sparked a discussion about headcanons and how they can sometimes become problematic when fans start to treat them as fact and become disillusioned with the actual canon of the show. The creator emphasizes that it is too early to judge Jax's character in the series, as there is still more to learn about him in future episodes. Headcanons are fun interpretations of characters that fans come up with, and they can be harmless and enjoyable. However, they can also become a problem when fans start to treat them as fact and become disillusioned with the actual canon of the show. This is what has happened with Jax's character, as fans have created their own interpretations of him based on limited information from the show. I believe that Episode 2 did not portray Jax any differently from Episode 1. While his actions may have been more severe, he is still the same character at his core. The backlash and disappointment towards Jax's character are overblown, and people need to have more patience with the show. The creator trusts that they have something interesting in store for Jax, and people will likely be satisfied in the end. Fans can still enjoy their own versions of Jax in their writing, and are encouraged to have fun with it. However, they should not take out their frustrations on the show or its creator if things don't go as expected. Headcanons are not actual canon, and it's essential to separate fan interpretations from the actual show. Welcome to this fascinating world of The Amazing Digital Circus, where the enigmatic Jax takes center stage. This lilac cartoon rabbit, with his rubber hose design and laid-back demeanor, is a force to be reckoned with. His long bunny ears and slender build make him a striking figure, while his yellow sclera and square black pupils give him an otherworldly gaze. Jax's sharp teeth and jagged smile only add to his mischievous persona. As we delve into Jax's personality, we find a complex web of traits that make him both intriguing and infuriating. He is a master of sarcasm, often responding with a dismissive tone that belies his true intentions. Jax is brazenly condescending, rarely showing empathy or remorse for those around him. His indifference to his imprisonment within the digital circus is evident in his interactions with others, often participating in activities solely for his amusement or benefit. Despite his occasional bouts of impulsiveness, Jax maintains a calm and composed demeanor, often catching his fellow captives off guard. His flattery is laced with insincerity, bordering on outright insult. Jax is inherently selfish, only spurred into action when his own interests are threatened. Yet, glimpses of a softer side emerge, such as his brief sadness at Kaufmo's funeral and his fondness for using they-them pronouns when addressing Zubul. As we explore Jax's journey through the pilot episode, we see him effortlessly navigating the digital circus. He eggs Pomni on, dismissing her attempts to remove her non-existent headset. Jax explains the futility of seeking an exit, having witnessed Kinger's descent into madness. With a flick of his wrist, he steps on Gangle's broken comedy mask, eliciting a sob from the poor performer. Jax's nonchalant attitude towards Zubul's abduction by the Gloinks is a stark contrast to his enthusiasm for chaos and bloodshed. He incites the Fudge Monster's destruction of the Candy Canyon Kingdom, reveling in the mayhem. This penchant for violence is tempered by his willingness to save Gangle and Kinger from Kaufmo's abstracted form. Throughout the episode, Jax's interactions with his fellow captives are laced with sarcasm and mockery. He teases Pomni about her naivety, breaks the fourth wall to address the audience, and antagonizes the Gloink Queen with reckless abandon. Jax's actions are a constant reminder of his selfish nature, yet his dry wit and charisma make him a compelling figure. As the episode concludes, Jax joins the other performers at the digital feast, his presence a testament to his adaptability and resilience. Despite his questionable morals and actions, Jax remains a vital part of the digital circus, a constant source of intrigue and entertainment. Join us next time as we continue to explore the enigmatic world of the amazing digital circus and the complex characters that inhabit it.